what a scoundrel. Gassed of a town fool to go rob the crown jewel. He's like a Lego megalomaniac who's into electronic and techno, a real brainiac. Smack dab in the hip-hop gold rush. Be rather the old stuff, preferably the cold crush. It gets deeper than Deep Pack Chopper, except he keep us.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your homie, the OG. You should get to know me. Just coming in here to check out what's going on up in Alberta, Canada. As you can see, their fearless leader is on the screen. So we're going to check out and see what she has to say. Because this is all like brand new. Let's go.
That there is a large and growing number of Albertans that have lost hope in Alberta having a free and prosperous future as a part of Canada. Many of these Albertans are organizing petitions to trigger a citizen-initiated referendum, as I mentioned earlier. The vast majority of these individuals are not fringe voices to be marginalized or vilified. They are loyal Albertans. They are quite literally our friends and neighbors who've just had enough of having their livelihoods and prosperity attacked by a hostile federal government.
Kind of sounds like what we went through with the Biden administration.
They're frustrated, and they have every reason to be. I want to talk directly to those Albertans. I know how frustrated so many of you have become with our country and the feeling of having politicians living thousands of miles away, passing laws and rules that have cost you your loved ones, jobs, careers, dreams, and opportunities for a brighter future. As most Albertans know, I have repeatedly stated I do not support Alberta separating from Canada. I personally still have hope that there is a path forward for a strong and sovereign Alberta within a united Canada. And let me explain a few reasons why. First, Alberta already has and can continue to use the Alberta Sovereignty within a United Canada Act and other measures to fight through much of Ottawa's damaging interference and prosper in spite of it. We will also continue our successful battles against these unconstitutional and damaging policies in both the courts of law and public opinion. And there is more to be hopeful for. This past election demonstrated that attitudes across the country, especially among young people, are changing with respect to understanding the importance of free markets and the development of our natural resources. People are pushing back against government censorship and cancel culture. More and more Canadians understand that in order for Canada to play a role in ending conflict and poverty at home and abroad, our country must become strong again. And we can only do that by becoming an energy and economic superpower using the vast and unmatched energy, mineral resources, and fertile lands of our country. 85% of Canadians in this last election voted for the two leaders promising to turn Canada into an energy superpower and to build resource corridors, including for oil and gas, while only 13% voted for the fringe voices in the Socialist NDP and Bloc parties and their extremist leave-it-in-the-ground policies. Obviously, we have a ways to go, and it will take a lot of work.
That sounds really familiar.
To undo the damage caused by these last 10 years of Liberal NDP rule. But that clear change in public opinion gives me hope. I think it should give all Albertans hope. Now, none of us knows what the future holds should Ottawa, for whatever reason, continue to attack our province, as they have done over the last decade. Ultimately, that will be for Albertans to decide, and I will accept their judgment. But I am going to do everything within my power to negotiate a fair deal for Alberta with the new Prime Minister. And while doing so, our government will work with Albertans on various initiatives to better protect Alberta's provincial sovereignty and economy from Ottawa should those negotiations fail and the economic attacks continue. Alberta didn't start this fight, but rest assured we will finish it and come out of it stronger and more prosperous than ever.
All right, let's see what the Canadians think in the comment section. I know when I did a video, a month ago, 2 months ago, about Canada becoming the 51st state, the comment section did not like that. I don't know why y'all were so terrible. A lot of it was Trump derangement syndrome, TDS for short. Which I understand, because at one point I had it, but then when things got worse, I actually saw what was going on. The lies got exposed. I am not a Trump hater. So Let's see what these comment sections think. Because according to the news down here in the United States, Albertans seem to want to push away from Canada. But yeah, I also thought that when President Trump was talking about Canada becoming the 51st state. You know, to be honest with you, first I was for it, but now I'm against it. Nah, it's too unstable to bring it into our economy, which was already unstable, which is stabilizing now. That would just shake everything. No, no. Too many electoral votes, too many people aren't going the other direction. Open borders. Like, all your leader has to do is close the border. Tariffs go away and problem starts to solve itself. You see what's happening down on the Mexican border. Barely anybody's coming through there. But let's see what the comment section goes. I won't be surprised if this is the opposite of what I'm thinking. Oh, here we go. What's wrong with the PC party? What's the PC party? You're sounding like the crazy Republicans. Crazy Republicans? Have you seen Jasmine Crockett? Have you listened to AOC? Who, by the way, is one of the oligarchs that she's talking about. She's rich, flying private, flying first class, flying on the American tax dollar. That's what y'all want? Okay. Divided we fall? Yeah. Either way that goes, yeah. Yikes, what a frightening time. I'm not sure which way that one was going, but I'm thinking it's against the whole separation. You don't want to become a Trump mini-me to be conservative? I wish the CPC would figure that out. Why is everybody hating so much on Trump? I know he talks a lot of trash, but he means well. You got to look through all the garbage that sometimes the stuff he says is for a smaller picture. He throws the big picture at you to get the smaller picture. Art of negotiations. Alberta needs to be careful. Its GDP only represents 17% of Canada's total. If it went alone, it would be Brexit times 10. Plus, last time I checked, it doesn't have access to the ocean. This is true. So it needs to be careful. It's time that Canada finally gets together and transform this country into a powerful country worldwide and finally export to the world. That should be the issue to solve. Export to the world. That would be expensive. One, no ocean. Well, because I know that Alberta is the big oil producer there. So, and you don't want to really work with that. From what I've been hearing, people don't want to open up the ocean. The whole west side seems to be want to leave in Canada. Where's the public inquiry into the shenanigans in regards to health procurement? You got free healthcare. That's what I was yelled at. Start right there, I guess. I don't know. I'm no separatist. I'm just doing everything I can to support it. Yeah, it kind of sounds like that. Alberta is already sold to U.S. companies. They own our oil. No, we don't. You own your oil. Y'all tripping on this Trump stuff. How can they say that the Carney government is hostile? It's been a week. I mean, y'all said the same thing about Trump. It's been a week. Everybody was down here complaining about eggs and gas. Now that he solved that issue, now everybody talking about some, what is it? They don't like how Elon Musk is digging into the ugly back doors of the hollow programs that was used to shell money out to yada, 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 and blah, 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 and Nancy Pelosi and all of that. That's where y'all headed. Y'all about to get your Biden. You are headed for a Biden. Let me point out something. You elected a guy named Carney. Do y'all know what Carney means? Carney is the definition. Someone who works at a carnival is commonly referred to as a carny. It's about to get crazy up in Canada. This term is informal and widely used in North America, in North America, and described as a traveling carnival employee. From what I know about Carney, he's got deep pockets for China. Now, do you want Xi Jinping up in your area doing what Xi Jinping does? Why don't you take a quick look at Africa, East Africa? See what's going on over there. You might have a, oh, hey. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Y'all, hey. It sounded like it got cheated anyway. The election sounds kind of fishy. Sounds very familiar. I don't know. Alberta, y'all might be headed down a path of regret and a lot of pain. Please promise to resign when you lose the referendum. Y'all are rough. She probably ain't gonna resign, but won't get reelected. I can see that. She'll be premier as long as she wants the job. Oh, didn't Pierre get a seat or something like that in Alberta? Damn, she's a traitor. Y'all be going in hard. Still native land. This is also true. Well, they don't own the land, so they're welcome to move elsewhere, somewhere else. This woman is spewing such negativity of her own benefit. I'm not even sure which direction she's trying to go, because last I heard, she was all for, the side deal of pushing towards separating. And just because Alberta separates doesn't mean you have to join the U.S. You can be your own spot. Like, everybody just jumps down. Y'all need to leave Trump alone. Let him work for us. We elected him, not y'all. Y'all got it, Carney. Y'all headed for the circus. That man is in the deep with China. I have looked him up. He got a lot going on with China. Y'all are about to feel the pain. You're going to have to pump some trees, and you're going to be selling a whole lot of syrup, because I don't know about Carney. He seemed to be a flip-flopper, a little wishy-washy there. I don't know, man. Y'all headed down a definitely tricky spot. Because, look, I'm going to point out to you, there's always something in the name. Sam Bankman Fraud. Spelled it right out. Carney. What is his first name? Mark Carney? PM of Canada. Mark Carney. Okay, yeah, I was right. Y'all got Mark Carney. You better pay attention to these names. There'll be a lot of stuff in these names, and people don't be catching it, putting it together. I told the wife as soon as I heard of Sam Bankman Fraud's last name that I was like, I don't want nothing to do with him. I'm in crypto, so. But this, I don't know about her, but she seemed like if enough people was to push, she would go with the majority. But then there's something backdoorish about it. It's hard to put my finger on because I'm an outsider looking in. Just like you're an outsider looking in on us. Our economies run together similarly, but they can definitely break apart. I mean, if all you got to do is just close down the border. Trump wants a simple deal, but everybody seems to hate him for some ungodly reason. I mean, at one point I used to too, but then I started to understand what the hell he was talking about and what he was doing and the way he goes about things. Get his book, The Art of the Deal. You'll see what I'm talking about. I ain't trying to sell his book or nothing like that. I'm just saying, if you want to know some inside, you want to understand the man who's making the plan. I don't know, but This is a tricky situation. Honestly, I would like if Alberta came and was part of the United States. But who the hell am I? Y'all done already shitted down my neck, so. As far as the whole west side of Canada leaving the Union, it's a possibility. I mean, I would like if Alberta was our North Territory or whatever like that, you know, because I'm American. Would love to have more land. I'd like to go visit some more places without having to use my passport. Saskatchewan? I ain't never been there, but I know some people there. It would be cool. Your taxes would be lower. You'd have more freedom as far as your resources goes. You'd make a lot of money. I don't know. I don't know what y'all after. But from what the news down here in America be reporting, and from what the citizens be saying, if they're citizens, you know, say everybody in the chat ain't citizens. Or excuse me, everybody in the comments ain't citizens. It's tricky. I don't know. If I was up in Alberta, I would probably want to come down and be American. Because it used to suck here. I used to be one of those ones talking about leaving and moving somewhere else until things simmered down or got figured out or whatever the case may be. Which is the reason I have my passport, because I wasn't playing. Yeah, the plan was in action. I was chilling. I was checking out places, chilling. But I love America. I'm staying here. I don't know, but y'all got some decisions to make. It's a tricky boat y'all dealing with up there. And then depending on what Alberta does, it could trigger other provinces to follow suit or to rebel against. And it sounds like there's a whole lot of rebelling against, or it's just the loudest people that are against it are the ones that's just speaking up. But it's hard to tell. All I can say is I would like to have Alberta as the United States. I would like to have Saskatchewan as the United States. We would call Alberta North Texas, and we call Saskatchewan the Scatch. I just like saying that, the Scatch. That's kind of cool. Y'all should start that, the Scatch. I'm going over to the Scatch. What? I went on vacation at the Scatch. My B&B was in the Scatch. What? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But let me keep an eye on this. This is really interesting. It's kind of like watching us 4 years ago. The whole Donald Trump trying to win. Here comes Joe Biden, wins by this landslide. All these invisible votes. There's still votes missing. I don't know where those votes are, because those people are not. Y'all got to see what y'all, man, down here is wild. What the corruption that was going on. I think you got a similar situation, because we just got out of that situation and it's looking exactly the same. Because if you remember, Texas was trying to leave America back in the Biden years. So I don't know, Alberta. We'll be staying tuned in. Till then, I'll catch y'all on the flip side.